He's not dead, he's alive. He lives inside of me, and I cannot deny, because I'm his tabernacle. He uses to do miracles, for I'm his temple. He uses to trample on the power of the enemy. Yes, he was stripped, whipped, and ripped for a sinner like me, who was not ready to embrace his love, who was not ready to worship and fellowship with him. Yes, a scarlet robe was put on him, but it couldn't cover the shame, pain, and blame he had to endure for a sinner like me, who didn't have a name and was not even ready to bear his name. Yes, a plaited crown of thorns was placed on him, not as a sign of royalty, not even a symbol of dignity, but a mockery of his power and authority, because he said he's the Son of the Almighty, who rules and reigns in majesty. Yes, a reed was placed in his right hand, not as a scepter of authority, but as an instrument and punishment and a mockery of his kingship and royalty. Yes, they bowed their knees before him, not to worship him, not to adore him, but to mock him, saying, "Hail, the King of the Jews." Yes, they spat on him and took the reed and smote him on the head. Oh, what a wicked way to ridicule a man who came to redeem us back to the Father. What a brutal way to ridicule an innocent man. But the scriptures must be fulfilled. Yes, the earth did quake and the rocks did rent, not because he came to pay our rent, but because he came to buy us back, using his innocent blood as a ransom for our freedom. Yes, he was crucified between thieves, but he was not a thief. He never stole, but he made whole all those who came to him for healing. Yes, his garment was parted and used to cast a lot, with no ballot box, leaving him naked with no clothes on, that the scriptures might be fulfilled. Yes, they placed an accusation written, "This is the King of the Jews." But it was not a pronouncement of his royalty, but a mockery of his identity and authority. He saved others, himself he can't save. Yes, they gave him vinegar mixed with gall to drink so he could endure the pain on the cross, but he needed a clear conscience to die on the cross, so he refused to dare drink. He was hung on the cross for me, with those nails that pierced through his hands and legs, with the crown of thorns on his head, all because of you and me. Yes, his blood was shed. Yes, he gave up the ghost as our host, with those words on his lips: "It is finished," which means sin is diminished, so we don't have to put the blood of bulls on our doorpost, because his blood is already a warning signal to the enemy to pass over, else they'll be trampled over. Yes, the curtain of the temple was torn into two, so we don't have to wait or look for a priest before we make room for two, that is you and Jesus. Yes, he was dead and buried, but that was not forever, because the enemy thought that was the end of it. They thought they have killed the Son of Man. They never knew there was a greater purpose. They never knew there will be a comeback, which is a payback for pulling humanity away from God. Yes, he went to hell as a sinner for a sin he didn't commit, just to take my place and rescue me from the sins I committed. Yes, all these happen in the twinkle of an eye. Until today, some still think his resurrection is a lie, because some people were paid to lie. But on the third day, something happened. There was an awakening, a shaking, a quickening, a rejoicing, because the stone has been rolled away, and he that was dead for 3 days is no longer in the grave, for he is risen. He rose with all power and authority, with a name that is above every other name, that at the mention of his name every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. For he rose with the keys of death and hell now in his hands and he has given it to you. So walk in that power and authority. Walk in the newness of your identity. Walk with boldness because you are now royalty. For he has made us kings and priests to rule and reign over principalities. Now rejoice because you are no longer a captive, but a victor who should be active in the things of God, because the blood of Christ is now pumping through your veins, so you can't remain in sin, else his death and resurrection will be in vain. For the ultimate price has been paid, and the price of a good can never be paid twice. That is why he is Christ, the risen one, the beloved one who gave his all for you and I. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you were blessed and inspired by the spoken word piece. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also click on the notification bell so that you can get notified each time I post again on this channel. Thank you very much once again. See you all in my subsequent videos. Bye.